Attention to the 35-yard line. Good evening, Newberry Panthers. We are excited to be here with T-Mobile, celebrating our school as a $1,000 winner in the T-Mobile's Friday night 5G lights. T-Mobile is proud to support the communities they serve with the best mobile network in America. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for Friday Night Football beneath the big lights and engine times at Newberry High School. And with the Panthers. But tonight's matchup is the Williston Red Devils versus your Newberry Panthers. Your visiting Red Devils are coached by Robbie Pruitt, and head coach of your Newberry Panthers in his 7th season, Edward Johnson. Officials for tonight's game from the Swanee Officials Association. Referee Corey Crockett, umpire Bobby Ross Jr., linesman Bobby Ross III, line judge Darren Flop, side judge Vernon Lee, back judge Justin Fife, field judge Justin Morrison, and on the clock Corey Brown. Game time weather. It's a beautiful night for football. Temperatures at kickoff will be around 68 degrees. Winds out of the northeast at 7 miles an hour with a 0% chance of rain. And now, fans, please welcome to the field the Newberry High School Panthers band. The Panther band is directed by James Garber. And the band is under the field command of drum major Anna Whites. Also, joining the Panther band tonight is the Oakview Middle School Symphonic Band. Give them a hand. At this time, please rise, place your hand over your heart, then remove your hats and veterans salute as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem.
All right, everybody, good evening. Welcome to Newberry week, where your Williston Red Devils have traveled to the home of the Panthers to take on Newberry.
Yeah. Good for you. He'll understand it. Yeah. And so captains for the visiting Red Devils, numbers 8, Maverick Jones, number 11, Danny Burkett, 14, John Jasikoff, and number 33, James Monroe. Captains for your Panthers, number 44, Luke Bennett. Number 7, Darius DeBose. Number 2, Caleb Woods. And number 3, Lahari DeBose. You're filming? Yes.
All right, gentlemen and ladies,
He's hanging out, helping.
we have our captains on the spot at midfield going and doing the coin toss. As we're looking at that, getting started, want to congratulate Elijah Jackson for his commitment to the University of North Carolina Charlotte football program today. If you haven't already, make sure to go follow him on X. You'll find his handle on the recent post from the Williston football X handle. Mainly because I could tell you his handle right now is Elijah J 383749996. And if you were keeping score at home on that X handle, then make sure to go and give it a follow. Congratulations, sir, on getting to play football at the next level. Way to go. Williston's coming in tonight with one loss in week 1 to Chiefland.
Williston Red Devils. All right, pay the fans getting their feet. Make the noise.
Just a reminder, our regular season ends next week at home against Kit Bold City out of Jacksonville. So make sure to come and fill the stands for the last regular season game and support your Red Devils as they get ready to make what is hopefully a very, very deep playoff run. We definitely have the line and defensive personnel and overall team to make some waves and maybe extend the run past the Final Four that we did last year. Newberry is looking to finish off a solid season in 2A. So while we may be neighbors, we're in different classifications for our football program. So instead of this being a district matchup like it was in previous years, this is just a rivalry game. It's a beautiful night here in Newberry, so if you're not here, you're missing out. 0% chance of rain this evening, which is nice. Cool, crisp air. A little bit warmer than the Newberry games I played in, but
Return out to the 33. First down, Red Devil.
Williston's going to start on offense at the 33-yard line. Williston's looking to continue the hot offensive streak they're on after they dropped 65 points at GHS last week and were never really challenged. Williston comes out and split backs, unbalanced to the right against a four-man front. Handoff up the middle is going to get 5 yards. Second down and 5 for the Red Devil offense. There's a late flag that's come in on the side judge. And it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6. I see 12 people on the field.
12 on the field.
So illegal participation on Newberry.
Flag.
First and 10.
Legal substitution on the Panthers on a back of 5 yards.
So Williston is
First down, Red Devils.
1 offensive play deep, 5 yards rushing, 5 penalty yards given to them, and 1 first down. Twin receivers to the left, split backs. Ramey Webb's covered up on the left side here. So look for a handoff, and the handoff goes up the middle. Another run on first down gets 4 yards on the Newberry side of the field now.
Gain of 4, second and 6.
Williston looks content to challenge the middle of the Newberry defense for now and see what sort of results they can get. Split backs wing to the right where he's inserted into the C gap. And the carry gets to the line of scrimmage and is driven back, so it's going to be 3rd and 6. See a lot of C-gap inserts on wing backs now and all across all the cross football levels. Williston comes out with 2 tight ends, split backs, flanker to the right, handoff up the middle to Bryson Willis, who's going to get enough yardage for the first down, it looks like. If it's a upfield spot with the foot, it's a back foot spot.
First down.
So it's looking close. They give it a first down. Saw that line judge to our side giving the back foot spot, but the line judge on the Williston sideline giving the front foot spot. Looks like the front foot spot's going to win out and get the first down on the 42-yard line. All right, Williston in the wing tee with the wing to the left, receiver to the left, handoff to the left. And that might go for a big gain if that tackle isn't made in the open field. Mr. Manna was looking for a lot more than 2 yards. But positive yardage on first down, second down and 8. All right. Wing on the C-gap insert again. Handoff up the right side to Mr. Manna, who's going to get another few yards. Ball is out. It is ruled a fumble with a Newberry recovery. So it is the first offensive drive in weeks for the Red Devils that does not end in points. 8 minutes, 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Newberry's coming on offense for the first time and asking the defense to get the ball back into the hands of the Williston offense. False start on the Panthers is going to back it up 5 yards, first down and 15. So first down for both theories now have been marked by penalties against the Newberry Panthers. First and 10 from the 40, or excuse me, first and 15 from the 40. You just said that. Come on, Robert. All right, Newberry is in a pistol formation in a 3-by-1 set with 3 receivers to the near side of the field. And that is a wham play where Mr. Burchett attempts to make the tackle and they get shrugged off. So it's going to be a gain of 7, second down and 8. Mr. Penny comes up from the safety spot to make the tackle. Shotgun 2-by-2. And the ball's thrown away. Looks like the defensive lineman was able to keep himself out of the neutral zone. I was expecting a flag there and a stoppage of play, but looks like he kept himself onside. And we have third and, well, I was wrong earlier. I think it's 3rd and 7 now instead of 3rd and 8. All right. Newberry has trip set to the left side. Williston has one high safety. And the handoff to the left side has a big hole. Newberry is going to get inside the 30-yard line on the carry.
He's brought down number 15, Whitehurst. That'll be a Newberry Panther.
Willie Whitehurst makes the tackle after the big gain. Newberry's at 1st and 10, coming out quick on offense. Another 3-by-1 set out of the shotgun. The trip sets to the near side. And the handoff up the middle is stopped by Mr. Burchett, who wraps him up and makes the stop inside the 25-yard line. Give him 6 yards, 2nd and 4 from the 24. And Williston gobbles that carry up. They're going to say it's a loss of 3. 3rd and 7 from the 26-yard line. So far with the 3-by-1 to the near side and the running back set to the right, they've run to the weak side. Flag comes out, and it looks like we've got a false start on Newberry. Back them up 5, 3rd and long.
That brings up a 3rd and 11.
All right. So 3-by-1 set back to the left of the QB. Drops back the pass. Has a receiver in the middle. Can't connect with him, and Williston's forced a 4th down from outside the 30-yard line of Newberry. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first quarter. And it looks like this is going to be the FHSA mandated water break.
Timeout for a water break.
It is a fortuitous water break as they get a little bit of a chance to make a decision on what they want to do on 4th down. Because if they have a kicker who can put a 50-yarder through the uprights, I would be surprised.
Studio. Also, 2911 Barbecue. And Revision Financial. Also, Coach Rod with the previous game in. Fourth and 11 for the Panthers.
All right, punt teams out there.
Yeah, they ain't punting the 30 yard.
I would be really surprised to see a punt, but maybe they want to pin the offense deep. The bad part is that's not the kick for pinning the offense deep. The net is about 11 yards, 12 yards, because it's going to be a touchback come out to the 20.
Big thank you to our Panther Prize sponsors, Williston Brothers Incorporated, Hometown Healthcare Pediatrics, Progressive Orthodontics.
All right, let's check and see.
We got
Miss Nancy, I'll take a look and see what's happening there. If you can shoot me a message about what it means with coming and going there. Is it sound or the video?
Right.
Either way, though, we'll keep an eye on it. Thanks for letting me know about it in the chat. Handoff up the middle has a big hole, and Mr. Mana is going to pick up a first down after the 11-yard run.
5 down line for 20. Burger. First down, Red Devil.
All right, Williston comes out and wing tee to the right. Handoff to the right. And a surge ahead to the 39-yard lines, going to pick up a large majority of the 10 yards needed for a first down. Let's call it 2nd and 2. 8-yard gain.
10 yards for a first down.
The homecoming team comes up to the huddle to deliver the play. And right now, the way we're able to attack the middle of the defense, I wouldn't be surprised to see it again. And there it is. And we're going to get all the way out to right on midfield, 1st and 10, Williston.
Brought down by number 8, Isaiah Johnson. First down, Red Devils.
Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I saw Amarion has a number change tonight. So if you're not seeing number 0 on a carry and wondering what's going on, I think he's wearing number 3 tonight.
And on the carry, game.
that time.
Brought down by number 44, Bennett.
So gain of 1 on first down on the run up the middle.
2nd and 9.
Looks like coach is content to run up the middle until they start defending up the middle. And once they defend up the middle, I'm sure the spinner counter or buck sweep or crack play to the outside's coming. And there's the spinner. Oh, the spinner only needed 1 extra person blocked, and it's going for a big gain. But it's 3rd and long. Call it 8 from the 48.
3rd and 8.
Looks like Newberry's watched some film and knew to take a look for that counter coming back the other way. All right, 2 receivers one to each side of the formation. Split backs. Mr. Jazikoff on a bootleg is going to hit Ramey Webb and get the first down. But we got a flag on the play. Looks like it's in the area of either a hold or an illegal receiver downfield. And the way they're marching the offense back, we're going to say it's illegal receiver downfield. Yeah, hold is not usually called from the area of the field that it was given, but all right, 3rd down and 13. Single back in the formation, sprint out to the trip side, and sorry, I went to follow the pass, and Jazikoff gave us a fake out and had to Tom Brady tuck rule it there, and he's sacked for a loss of about 7. 4th down and 20, and we have Danny on the field to punt.
Also, number 15, Andre Williams.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After a spectacular rollout on the punt, Williston defense has pinned the Newberry Panther offense back to the 15-yard line. So 2 offensive possessions for Williston without points. I think that is the most of the last 2 weeks combined. Newberry has the bunch set to the near side and runs a speed option. And a shifty move by the pitchback breaks it for a first down. Newberry's come out in a hurry. Trips to the left, running back to the right in the gun, and they get the signal in from the sideline. The handoff is going to get maybe a yard and a half. Either way, 2nd down and 8 is the best estimate I can give you. Newberry's on the 28-yard line. Makes a quick substitution. Danny Burchett shows V-gap pressure and backs off. And we have a screen to the right. Tackle's missed in the open field, but it's finished off by, it looked like, was that Willie?
Moves the ball for about 8 yards. Stopped by number 15, Whitehurst, 21.
Yep, that was Willie Whitehurst. Shout out to the public address announcer for a little assist there. Quick handoff is going to go for a first down all the way out to the 40-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the 40 for the Newberry offense.
Number 15, Whitehurst and number 8.
Oh, they're giving them the 41-yard line. It's a false start on the O-line.
All these guys are lined up the same.
Ball started the Panthers out of back about 5 yards.
Looked like if it wasn't a false start, it was going to be some sort of illegal formation as all the receivers were up on the line, and I don't know if they were declaring what the exact deal was there, but it was definitely a very tight formation. And we've got another screen pass to the left. And that is the last play of the first quarter as Newberry has gotten to the Williston side of the field. They're going to spot him down at the 38-yard line. And they will riverside it, where we have a scoreless first quarter, which is not something you're used to say hearing said at Williston games.
The cheerleaders at the end of the third quarter.
Well, that was a very, very fast first quarter for a 7 o'clock start game. We're in the second quarter already at 7:21 p.m. on a 12-minute game clock. All right, Newberry's got bunch formation to the right. Motion across the formation. And looking at split zone action with a decoy away. It's going to get a 9-yard gain, 2nd down and 1.
Second and short.
Same action.
Third. He's bloody fine.
Dump off to the flat. Is going to pick up a first down. So the Williston defense has its backs in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Excuse me, they had given them a first down on the last play, and I missed that, so it's 2nd down and 5. All right, 3-by-1, pistol back, speed option to the left, and Dana Burchett on the tackle of the speed option.
Brings up a
Third
and short.
Short gain, 3rd down, 4 yards to go from the 21-yard line. And that's a Newberry first down from
That's enough for a Newberry.
for a gain of about 6 yards. Newberry's threatening to take the lead here early on in the ball game. All right, tackles made out in space to have a gain of 1.5.
21 trap, just straight up.
Second and long.
When you got into the green 20 trap, they end up in the diamond. 21 trap. They got the dive. They're in the diamond. We're going to trap the second. Should still. Right 20. Yeah.
All right. Devils bring pressure from the left edge, and it disrupts the play enough to get them back to the original line of scrimmage from first down. So 3rd and 10.
Third and 10, abandoned. Oh, yes.
29. 29.
The pass is complete to the 5-yard line. I actually call it the 6-yard line. So it's 4th and 1 from the 6. Mav kept them from getting a first down there by making the tackle out in space. But Newberry seems very content to attacking the perimeter of the Williston defense and avoiding anything strictly to the interior for that matchup up front. Big 4th down here. High snap. Handoff goes to the left edge. And that's a touchdown. Well, all right. So after the short touchdown run that I wasn't really able to see there, sorry about that, guys. Public spaces and places and all.
Flag.
All right, the extra point attempt after the penalty moves it up 1 yard. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is good. And Newberry has taken a 7-0 lead with 8:14 left in the first half of this ball game. All right, and the Newberry cheerleaders doing the thing that reminds me of one of my favorite baseball movies of all time, where whenever it's our team that does it, I love it, and everybody else gotta hate it. I'm pretty sure any other fans of the movie will know exactly what I'm talking about and why I'm trying to keep that PG-rated. Kick is fielded inside the 10-yard line by Mr. Manna as he explodes up past the 30-yard line, and they're going to mark him down on the 35-yard line.
First down, Red Devils.
Williston trails for the first time in quite some time, so let's see how the offense responds here. Looks like we're coming out in box, and we're going to run it straight ahead. And 5-yard gain on first down and box for a 5-Packer goes
7 areas to go with.
to 2nd and 5.
Back 3 years, and that's something we were with you and you said and for you.
Some old smash mouth single wing football right here, guys.
Yes. Right.
And Mr. Manna takes the snap,
He didn't need the bounce. He didn't have to bounce.
and if he picks the other direction on that cut, that probably goes for a good 15, 20 yards, but that's why they say it's a game of inches sometimes. 3rd down and 4. And depending on the spot, we got a real good look at it. It looks like it's going to be about a foot short. Ooh, that spot got worse and worse. And we are not going to pick up the first down. It's going to be stopped. Turnover on downs. And Newberry is going to take over on offense on the 44-yard line of the Williston Red Devils. And the water break comes after our 4th down with 6 minutes, 12 seconds in the football game. All right, I can tell I'm getting older whenever I come to football games like this, and it's like, oh, it's time to break out the light jacket. And the bad part is if it gets a lot colder, there's another jacket in the supplies. Well, let's see if I can get this on and taken care of here before the snap. There are 4 receivers in a bunch set closest to us. Screen pass behind the bunch. And the play goes to about the 20-yard line, and it's going to get half the distance to the goal line added on top of it for a face mask. Looked pretty bad, but I'm sure it wasn't intentional. Well, I can't be sure here, but it's just one of those things that happen when you're trying to make a play in space. Oh,
Holding on the Panthers.
so offsetting penalties. I did not see the hold. I saw the face mask, so the offsetting penalties wipes out the 24-yard gain. So while there technically is no penalty yardage assessed, we can say that it was a 24-yard penalty in effect. Newberry still has numbers to the bunch side. All right. They adjust from the bunch and the 4x1. And the 24-yard play gets wiped off the board, and a 44-yard play ensues for a big touchdown run on the Newberry Panthers sideline.
Diving at people's feet is odd here.
So Williston trails by 2 touchdowns, and the extra point sneaks through the left side there. It wasn't as clean as the first one, but it was still inside the upright, and the lead is 14.
Timeout Panthers.
Newberry has called a timeout on the kickoff.
Also, our sponsor, Citron Clean, Platinum Finance, Tag, Happy Home Construction, Happy One Tools, Drinks, Aisle,
So not sure what they saw or what was going on right there that made them want to get a timeout, but there are 5 minutes, 28 seconds left in the first half, and Newberry has a 2-touchdown lead. And Williston has responded by walking up much more of its kickoff unit up close. Prior to the kickoff, Ramey Webb and a couple players walked into some different positions. It looked like they sniffed out a little bit of what was going on. And the kick is fielded by Mr. Manna. Who brings it all the way out to the either 44 or 45. Let's see where that spot ends. The nose of the football is just touching the 45-yard line. All right, Williston in a heavy wing to the right with the insert back. And they're getting 5 yards on first down.
He's brought down by number 24.
What looked like 20 trap.
Second and 5.
All right, flip the formation to the left, and they attempt to run 21 trap, and the hit is initially made in the backfield, but he shakes the tackle attempt and gets to the 46-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down and short. Let's call it 1 yard. All right, and there is what looked like belly, and that did not look like a. Hey, Marion's good. It looks like his leg didn't do exactly what he wanted it to do on the carry. So I'm glad he's okay. Might have just been the angle, and I could have been seeing a defender's leg next to him and made it look like a weird angle then. But now we've got wing over, and we've got the counter that is going for a gain of about 1.5. Well, they're backing the spot up.
Stop by Pride of Panthers, led by number 24, PR Neal.
It's always interesting to see a spot steadily back up after the initial push. And heck, after the NBA news today, you can't believe anything, right? All right, wing over right, counter to the left, and Mr. Mana's going to get about a yard, and it looks like the ball came out at the end. Newberry is saying they got it, and the referees agree. That is the second turnover for the Williston offense. And we just don't seem to have the A game on offense right now for this first half.
First down at the road 40-yard line.
All right, so Newberry takes over on the 40-yard line. Motion to the right, handoff to the left. They like to run against that split zone action. And they like the throw to the motion back so far. So it still is attacking the perimeter of the Williston defense, where they feel like they've got an edge out in space, and they're not attacking up the middle. And there's a false start on the offensive line of the Panthers, so it's going to back up 5 yards and go back to 2nd and 11, almost 12.
They got to be players for potentially. They said they couldn't balance it.
So the handoff on the slow release is gobbled up by the interior of the Williston defensive line. Big Jackson Ridgeway pushed the center all the way back into the ball carrier and then wrapped up the ball carrier as well. Looks like that massive defensive line with Ridgeway, Webb, and Jackson are able to control the front 5 of the Newberry offense. As the Newberry offense says, we're not going to run it that direction. Williston secondary is communicating because Newberry's in a 5 wide receiver set on 3rd and 15, and after the confusion, Newberry decides to take a timeout. There's 73 seconds left in the first half of football.
Big thank you to our Panther Cross sponsor, OC Brothers Incorporated, Hometown Healthcare and Pediatrics, also for Progressive Orthodontic.
guys, I really don't know how we're going to have the first half of football done in less than 50 minutes. But this has been such a fast-paced game. It's almost blink and you miss it. All right, so ball is spotted on the near side of the field, and Newberry has flooded the trip set of the 5 backs, and now they've even taken an extra.
Johnson,
Four down.
that brings up fourth and long for the Panthers.
Well, there was a lot of window dressing for throwing the ball deep, but part of the defensive backfield jumped the screen pass, and
So
one of our corners, I think it was Amarian Walker, made sure to stay glued to his man. They were hoping Williston might jump the screen, but Williston probably said, hey, we know Billy Napier isn't calling plays, so that 3rd and 15 isn't going to be a screen. All right, Williston has 57 seconds and 57 yards between them and the end zone. It's actually 58. That worked out to be too good almost, right? We'll say it's just over 57 seconds because it's 57.3, so that's where that extra yard comes from, right? Either way, Williston's going to try to at least get into the range of the leg of De La Cruz, if not 6 points in the end zone. Got all 3 timeouts at their disposal to try to make it there. And I think that's a good drive starter right there. Clock stops with 52 seconds as they get the chain set. And the clock is now running. Line approaches with a sense of urgency, but there's 32 seconds left on the clock. And we take our first time out with 27 seconds remaining in the first half. All right, 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Trip receivers to the left. Running back set to the left, and Mr. Jazikoff in the gun. Looks to the left, completes the pass, and we got a gain of 9, and timeout is called with 17 seconds left. And we're on the 35-yard line. It's really close to a first down.
And if you get 10 to 15 more yards, you're in field goal. You'll hit it.
It looks like we're second and less than 1.
Taking it short.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure what that signal was from the head official. Thought maybe they were going to try to measure, but split backs, twin receivers. Mr. Jazikoff drops back. The screen is completed, but hit right at the point of completion. 7.8 seconds left.
Stop by number 55. Alvin.
Got a first down. So how do you?
Good enough for a first down window.
They're going to start the clock.
Williston completes the pass and the middle screen. The clock stops for the first down.
Timeout, West Bubbles.
And Williston burns their third and final with 7.8 seconds. And we are on the 32-yard line. So a little too far for Gio. I'd say if it was about 10 yards closer, he could give it a good shot. Because I think he's got range for 40 to 41.
Took him a long time to get there.
So maybe we can get him 10 yards out of bounds real quick. And
Timeout, Panthers.
Newberry calls their third and final after seeing the Red Devils in the gun.
Chunk it. Hey, chunk it down. So you can run for it. Short side. Totally.
All right, let's see what the Red Devil offense has up their sleeve for what's basically a fourth and goal from the 30. And
That's the end of the first half.
John throws it in the end zone. There's a flag on the field. If it's a defensive penalty, then the possession. Oh, they called it a. They called it an intentional grounding, or was it? It was either intentional grounding or it was just that he had crossed the line of scrimmage from where the flag location is. It looks like they called it a crossing the line of scrimmage and illegal forward pass penalty. However, that is the end of the first half with Williston behind the Panthers 14-0. All right, I'm going to sit back down here and take a look at the latest FHSAA rankings and see what sort of playoff situation we're looking at for the Red Devils. All right, the rural classification rankings were updated this week, and it still has Bluntstown as the #1 ranked team in the rural classification with a 16.8 rating. Hawthorne is number 2 with a 6-1 record with a 14.8 rating. Chiefland is number 3 with an 8-1 record and a 13.5 rating. Taylor County and Perry, not the Pearson, is the 4th in rural with a 12.3 rating. Pahokee is number 5 with 11.5. Mayo has actually jumped the Red Devils. The Hornets are ranked number 6 with a 10.0 rating. In fact, Williston in a interesting ranking was dropped to the 103rd spot overall in the state of Florida, 7th in the rural classification after a 44-point victory. So there must have been some sort of strength of schedule, something or another going on there. And right now, the rest of the top 10 includes the Baker Gators, ranked 8th with 8.2, Chipley, ranked 9th with a 7.4, and Madison, ranked 10th with a 7.4. Although the strength of schedule rating for Madison is completely off the charts. The highest strength of schedule rating for anybody in the top 10 not named Madison County is a 3.5. Williston is a negative 3.7. Madison is 11.75. In fact, their schedule has been so tough that I'm sure a lot of much bigger schools would want nothing to do with it. Currently, with 16 teams invited to the state tournament for rural, Williston being number 6 means we would host the number 11 team. The number 11 team is currently Fort Meade. Fort Meade is a 6.0 rating with a negative 2.9 strength of schedule. So let's take a look at the minors. The minors are currently 6-2. Their 2 losses being to Lakeland Christian and Orlando Christian Prep. They have wins over Hardy, George Jenkins, Mulberry, Victory Christian Academy, Moorhaven, and Freedom. If we take a look at a couple of their losses, we'll see if we can find any common opponents to help us make some sort of determination here. If you've seen Wildwood was beaten 53-7 by Orlando Christian Prep. So maybe that'll give us some sort of idea of what we're looking at. Let's see if Lakeland Christian has anybody we might know here. And unfortunately, it's a lot of those Central to South Florida teams. So there's nothing really we have in terms of information about common opponents. However, something to keep in mind is based on our ranking and the current ranking of Madison County, it would be real interesting to see if we end up having to play host to the Cowboys in something like a 7-10 matchup. because Madison is coming off of defending their last year Rural State Championship. Tonight's ball game against Newberry. Newberry came into it 4-4. That is out of 2A District 5. Their losses include a 47-14 loss to University Christian, a 32-7 loss to Hawthorne, a 27-3 loss to Vanguard, and a 28-7 loss to Bradford. Their game last week against Fort White was a 25-7 victory that I heard was mired in penalties. That I was told Newberry had 250 yards of penalties assessed against them in the game against Fort White last week, and that there was going to be zero tolerance for anything this week. It's been a relatively clean game, aside from a couple of procedural penalties. They have wins over Santa Fe, Palatka, and Keystone Heights as well, to get a good determination of how the rankings work and match up. Williston is the 103rd ranked team in the state with a 9.914 rating and a negative 3.2 strength or 3.72 strength of schedule. Newberry is currently a 3.75 rating with a 4.77 strength of schedule. But that can also be a little bit misleading because right now they've had some pretty divergent strength games. Like if you went and take a look at their opponent, Ocala Vanguard, Vanguard is an 11.5 rating and a 2.31 in Class 4A. We also saw University Christian in the Kickoff Classic, and we came out fast against them. They are considered the 101 ranked team overall in the state with a 10.018 rating and a 5.72 strength of schedule in Class 1A. Their record is currently 5-3. Their 3 losses coming to Hawthorne, which that was on the 10th of October, so pretty recent. 28-8 loss against the TNCA Titans and a 21-20 loss against Jacksonville Bishop Kenny. They have also beat Tampa Catholic 14-0, Santa Fe 49-17, Impact Christian Academy 42-16. So University Christian has some stuff all over the board, and when you play all these different schools with all these different ratings, it's a little bit harder than matching them up, say, like college football with the Power 4 conferences. So got a little bit of everything all over the place. Either way you look at it, though, we haven't exactly brought our A game tonight. A lot of missed tackles out in space. Sure thing, Miss Jackie. I'll get a little bit of the band here for you. In fact, the band has a large amount of track decorations out here. I'll see if I can pick up the gain on the stadium mic here. change the pattern here as well. Yeah, sorry, I knew with the how close the bleachers are to the stuff here, we wouldn't be able to get much of a wide angle shot, but I apologize for not getting you a little something more clear there. I do not think there are any plans for the Williston band to perform right now since there's 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in halftime. That's right, Charles. It is a big game for Newberry. They are definitely right on the bubble of the postseason. So they're looking to solidify their postseason standing here at the expense of Williston's seeding in the playoffs.
Stop shooting you around. Where you stand like that.
Yeah, Miss Jackie, it looks like if there was some more time, they would have gotten to. They were. I saw a bunch of them down over here on the sideline, but the Newberry performance was very involved. So it took them some time to get set up and then to perform, and so. I'm sure that's also a little bit of a peak Newberry Williston rivalry there to help make sure the band doesn't get a chance either, right? I mean, at least that sounds like something that would happen in this sort of ball game. Yeah, right now we're playing for seeding. We have one loss against Chiefland, who is currently third in the rural classification rankings. So we've got one of the strongest losses in rural football. Bluntstown is currently undefeated. Chiefland has one loss. Taylor County has one loss. Pahokee has two, and Mayo has one. Mayo jumped us, and their one loss is the Chiefland at 41-14. So it's really interesting to see a team that lost by multiple touchdowns, the Chiefland, jump us on a strength of schedule, I guess. As they've got wins over Dixie, Fort White, Swanee, Hamilton, Zarapath Academy, Wildwood, Fort White, and Trenton. The Blue Devils of Pahokee, who are always real strong, their two losses are to Cardinal Newman and Vero Beach. So without seeing a lot of them in person, it's hard to tell. That's just a whole different region of Florida, and we never get a chance to see it really. Taylor County also has one loss to Chiefland at 30-15. So team jumping us that has a 2-touchdown loss to a team we took the double overtime with 1 point. Swanee is a win on their schedule. McClay, Destin, North Florida Christian, Dixie County, Wakulla, and Fort White are their wins. Hawthorne has had to play a bunch of different people similar to us, where they've had played the Nellen, University Christian, Bayshore, Tallahassee FSU, Newberry, Discovery, and their lone loss is to Oakleaf. Oakleaf is out of Orange Park. They are currently 7-1 and ranked the 31st team overall in the state of Florida. So they are definitely a very strong squad. Chiefland's lone loss is to Baker County. They beat Bellevue 21-14, Lafayette 41-14, Trinity Catholic 42-14, Trenton 41-0, Dixie 63-8, Keystone 42-7, Taylor County 30-15. So again, it's a bunch of schools that are ranked ahead of us that the whole common opponent game doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense right here. And Chiefland's only loss coming in week 2 right after playing against us to Baker County. Baker County is currently 4-4 in 3A. But they're having to play teams like Bradford, Ponte Vedra, First Coast, Godby. So a whole bunch of big schools, although one school you'll find familiar is Swanee, where they beat Swanee 28-21 in OT. But we still have one more week on the schedule to determine what those rankings are going to be. So if we're 6, we get the 11 seed. If we're 7, we get the 10 seed, and that's a dangerous matchup against Madison County. Looks like Charles is going to talk a little football about us on high school football final tomorrow night. Right now, they might be talking about us on 107.9 WUCR. So if you want to talk some Red Devil football, you could tune in and listen to them talk. But it's back to action now. Giovanni De La Cruz is set to kick it off to Newberry. That was a dangerous spot for Newberry. Williston, almost the recipient of a gift of an extra possession. But we're cooking with gas here. It's 8:15 to start the second half.
Stop here, boys.
This game might be over by 9.
We can meet up at Newberry.
But the results of that game being over by 9, being a positive or negative for Williston, I think is largely going to depend on how we start the second half on defense. And that's a great start, making a hit 5 yards into the backfield.
That's time a long run stuff because there's something before them.
Yep, second and 15
study after study shouldn't. They have no impact on
with the Williston defensive
This doesn't
perimeter
matter.
coming in and crashing from the outside edge.
It's more about getting
Looks like we've gone to a 4-man front. And that adjustment has led to a 5-yard loss and a no gain. 3rd and 15 for the Red Devils.
Good still got.
You're gonna do that a little bit. That's what I'm
Red Devils still have their same spread 3-4 personnel out there, but it looks like they're walking up outside linebacker to the 3-by-1 side on the edge. And that.
Why is he laying on the ground?
That finished with a big hit.
4th and 5.
It's 4th down after the scramble picks up 10. It's 4th and 5, and it looks like Newberry is going to punt for the second time this ball game, and for the first time since the opening drive. Maverick Jones is deep to receive the punt. Punt is end over end and fielded by Mav off of the second hop.
43
He puts a
yards.
couple of moves on and gets out to the 43. Williston sets up in great field position to start their first offensive drive of the second half.
Yeah, I bet they're going to get on to like the 90 minutes of it. You can see the two backs for team.
All right, marking the 42 instead.
Catch up.
Williston comes out with a tight end to the left, split backs in the backfield, one wide receiver, and a handoff up the middle.
Went inside of Steve.
1 yard on the carry up the middle. What looked like it might have been a belly.
You thought you went inside of Steve. Yeah, it was a backside guy. It was a backside guy. I think it might have been the 3. It might have been inside of tack. Okay,
Newberry has adjusted a bear front.
7. Same right there. 7. Yeah. It's just running clean. It's just
right now, the bear front adjustment for
7.
The Newberry Panthers has led to a 1 yard carry and a gain of nothing on second down. So we have 3rd and 9. And Mr. Mana is going to put his foot in the ground and get to the 50 on the counter, 4th and short. And it looks like the Red Devil offensive personnel is saying it's time to punch this across the 48-yard line for a first down. And Mr. Mana is just the guy to do it. But he gets to way past the 48, give him the 36 for an extra 14 yards. First down and 10. And Williston has picked up where the end of the first half finished on offense with a successful drive, but we just ran out of time. They're going to attempt to try to finish this one off with points. And Amarian Walker picks up enough yardage to maybe get another first down. If not, it's second and very short. The line judge on the far side had it marked a little bit shy of where the near side judge was. But Walker's going to punch it across the first down line to gain after a 3-yard carry. And that's going to be first and 10 with the Red Devils threatening the red zone.
Inside of
starting this set of downs at the 24-yard line. And it's 6 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter. So, again, we're speeding along. We are looking at a limited number of possessions if the clock keeps running this fast on both offense and defense. So it's imperative that the Red Devils punch it in the end zone here. Because at this rate, the Red Devils have to execute perfectly on defense and perfectly on offense because they may only get 3-4 possessions in the second half. And right now it's looking more like a 3-possession half as Newberry got the ball first. And they'll start playing keep away a little bit if needed. Wing to the left, counter to the right.
Go!
And this is the third time the ball's been put on the turf by the Red Devils, but third time's a charm on keeping it, I guess. I mean, we'd rather just not put the ball on the turf, but hey, those things happen. But he looked like he was going to have a much bigger run if the peanut punch isn't successful. Second down and 4 after the gain of 6. And Mr. Jazikoff is looking for an open receiver and almost finds it in the back of the end zone. So it's going to be third down and 4 for the Williston offense. Although this is well within the range of Geo. Mr. Alvarez was the intended receiver. It looked like it was just a little too far out of the back of the end zone as well. and one of the rare moments of the clock stopping. We have a reverse that the initial hit was made and what looked like forward progress was stopped. And I'm not sure where this spot is going to be for fourth down. There is a flag on the play, and a Panther is injured down on the Williston sideline. So we'll try to find out the results of the flag and how it's going to affect fourth down. It is a face mask against the Panthers.
Face mask for the Panthers and a back above 15.
You know, let's figure out what the flag is, Coach. Coach, it may be a face mask, so it might be first down.
It's a face mask, and depending on how this is enforced, we may end up with a first down. If they do it from the spot, which looks like it was about 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, then it will be fourth and about 2. Or excuse me, third and about 2.
We got third.
Newberry player looks to be mostly coming off under his own power with a little bit of help. So hopefully he's just a little banged up instead of injured.
What the heck is it third down facing?
Run up the middle. Mr. Man is going to take it in for 6. And he is in there for a tutty. Williston has come out on their first offensive possession of the second half, hitting very well. Those first 2 plays looked like Newberry had made some real interesting adjustments to the interior line, and then Williston responded by pulling some backside guards, hitting with some counters, and having a little bit of misdirection overall. And Gio punches it through. Almost hits the flagpole back there. But we are now a 14-7 ball game.
It's the same thing they've been doing.
With 5 minutes, 15 seconds left in the third quarter.
He's coming. He's coming. He's 5 yards. He's over there. He's over there talking to Lamar. Get his ass to 10. Huh.
More back deep for the Panthers. That's a big for the Red Devils.
All right. Big possession for the Williston defense. Gio kicking it off. Gets a high poocher. And what looks like an illegal block that's not called. The face mask is going to be called, and then the extraneous stuff behind the play is not called. So between that and the premium unleaded behind the stadium, there's some interesting things happening in Newberry right now. Yeah, because The face mask against us is the 5-yard variety. The face mask against us is the 15-yard variety. The face mask against them is the 5-yard variety, but we'll figure that out at some point in time. So Newberry runs the ball into the wide side of the field with the 3-by-1. They pull the backside tackle. Give it a little power look. Quick snap. They hit the hole and are stopped for a gain of about 3. We're going to have 3rd down and 4.
Short. Right, jump this one.
And he manages to turn the corner and get into the 2nd and 3rd level. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Newberry from the 15-yard line. Sure, the Williston defense would love to come up with some sort of turnover here because the difference in the ball game is the 2 extra possessions from the fumbles. Screen game to the wide side of the field, and the trip set gets a gain of 1. Newberry quick snaps, and Bryson Willis is there to meet him with it. And honestly, if he's reaching towards his belt to pull something, usually that means there's if it's not the yellow flag, it's the black bean bag that shows ball came out. So, Williston player running with the football at the end of the play with the head official looking for something to throw. It's an interesting look, but it's 3rd and 9. Two real big plays for the Williston defense coming up. And looking to throw. There's a flag out on the field right now. And the ball is thrown off the scoreboard.
I think that's a man. And
I'm real interested to see the penalty that can be thrown by the white hat pre-snap. That doesn't immediately stop play, so it's an illegal shift. Back him up 5. And it's declined so that we get 4th and 9, which is a pretty good call to make here. Right now, this would be a great time for a thumper. You hear that thump thump from the sound of the foot hitting the ball and then the sound of the ball hitting the hands of a Williston defender. He's spotting it at the 20. 30-yard field goal attempt is going to be wide left.
Yes,
no
sir.
Good.
All right, now we play defense.
All right. So the ball was spotted on the 20, and it was kicked out of the back of the end zone. So no matter what, Red Devil offense takes over on the 20 with 80 yards between them and a tie ball game. Two minutes, 12 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter, which I just realized I never updated the quarter marker for a halftime or anything. Man, what was I thinking? And we might be tying it up real quick. But we're going to get across midfield. And the Williston offense has come out hitting the hole hard and running it down the middle of the Newberry defense. Ooh. Honestly, that makes me think I need the water out because that was a little interesting. All right. Williston comes out in the jumbo wing with the wing set to the C gap. And they are running right behind the teeth of that offensive line. And they have said, you know what? Strength of this offense and the weakness of the Newberry defense happen to be facing across each other in the form of some big, nasty linemen. Including a big, nasty tight end.
Hey, that's offside.
That's offside.
That's offside.
How is that not offside? Well, the third turnover of the ball game is another call that, honestly, I don't know how they don't make it.
Guy, right there on our sideline is that king. That's
And Coach Pruitt is furious on the sideline, as he has every right to be.
It's the guy right there, our side yard. That's his call. That guy's standing right there. That's his call. The hell's he looking at?
Look at that. It's look perfect like that.
No, he's a yard off.
I mean, the guy was already in between the guard and tackle before the ball was even snapped. And
unbelievable. How do these guys, they got 7 arrests, they can't get a call?
So
That's me holding. That's me holding.
Run down by number 11.
holding is the call against the Panther offensive line. Back him up 10. First down and 20. Like I hate to say it, a makeup call doesn't exactly make up for a offsides that led to a fumble and a turnover. A little jet sweep touch pass, and Mav is ready for it. Turns him into the teeth of the defense to where it's only a gain of 3, second down 17. Ramey Webb cleans up the tackle. Newberry initially lines up in twin beach side and goes 3-by-1 to the wide side instead. Running back set to the same side, and they run weak up the middle, and it's going to be stopped. This is really interesting the way this is being worked. But that's the end of the third quarter. Williston wins the third quarter 7-0, and
I didn't miss that.
are down by 7 points heading into the final quarter.
We're just 25 yards in play.
Let's see if anybody in the chat and comments has anything to say about that. Let's see. Miss Deborah, I'll have to tell you what that means at some other point in time. That's not I don't know. Maybe I don't even know where to tell you to go. But all else fails, you can give me a call on my cell phone tomorrow. All right, tight 3-by-1 set in the bunch for 3rd and long. They attempt to run it, and they're going to pick up 6 to 7.
Fourth and third.
Yeah, I know. I heard it.
Big
But
time.
anyways, 4th and short.
They got the punt team out there.
Well, they're running
They
out the
got
punt
punt
team, and
Don't jump offside.
they got folks on the field with helmets off.
Don't jump
Isn't
offside.
really supposed to happen. All right, Mav is back deep to return the punt. His heels are on the 15. Newberry punts it.
Here.
Little sideways turner. And it's muffed.
Fair ball. Right.
Play.
It's recovered by Williston. I got to get a little bit better with the pan on the return to a muff there. That change of direction real fast got me good there, so I apologize if I didn't get it good in frame for you. All right, Williston's down 1 possession. 11 minutes, 5 seconds remaining in the ball game. Handoff to the right is going to go. We'll give it 4 yards. 2nd down, 6. All right, jumbo set. Buck sweep to the right. And it's... Ooh. The only thing stopping him from a touchdown on that one was not enough green grass to his right. But Williston's driving. We're at the 40-yard line, 1st and 10.
I think
We're really cooking with the jumbo set right now.
Nice, folks. That's up. Not the last, but yeah.
And we've got Belly.
That first down. Outside of the. Who's that talking? Somebody's talking right now. That's Stevie by 61.
All right.
Oh, no, whatever.
Had the headset decide to disconnect on the battery there.
36 down off.
2nd down, 8. And the option look is going to get back to the line of scrimmage. I'll split back veer. Some more old school football here. Fans that remember the Titans would recognize that one. But 3rd down and 8 for the Williston offense, and it goes right back up the middle to Mr. Manna, who is real close to picking it up.
Looks, I think it is.
He's either got it just barely
Let's see.
or just behind the stick, but it's a 1st down. All right. And that's just tough, hard-nosed football going right up the
Getting
gut
past that second level, they're getting
at every possible opportunity. They're marking him down at 27, which is another Red Devil 1st down. Newberry takes a timeout with 8 minutes, 23 seconds remaining in the ball game. Looks like they want to.
5. This is when our training should.
Looks like they want to just give them a chance to regroup here because the summer weight program and training and everything is coming through right now. Miss Vicky, I'm going to make sure to say that right now. Good call out. So, volleyball has a regional tournament game
Steve, don't jump.
trying to go for their own state title. This Saturday at 2 o'clock. If anybody has some more details they want to throw in the chat, I'll make sure to put it up there. So, Miss Vicky, thanks for the info. Is it home or away? Been so busy with work and Little League football, baseball for the kids, and everything else this week that I haven't seen a single thing about volleyball. So I apologize, I don't have the details there. But again, jumbo set to the right. We're probably going to run right behind that line. The hard count doesn't get the jump, and make sure that they can't pin their ears back on defense anymore. So,
that's all right.
Looks like we're getting to the it's marked at the 25. And I can't exactly tell what the stoppage and play is about here, but it looks like maybe something happened to the official. Yeah. Training staff is helping out there. Looks like maybe a contact issue or something got in his eye. I don't know. Could have been helpful if they would have looked at that, a couple of Williston offensive plays ago. All right. Okay. Little jumbo flex bone action with the C-gap insert. Jet sweep to the right for Omarion. And he's going to pick up another 1st down.
First and 10. 1st down on the 15-yard line.
Omarion's down at the 15.
Mistake it.
Thank you, Miss
They can't
Vicky.
stop it right.
It is a home game for
They can't stop
volleyball
hitting it.
Saturday, so
They can't stop this, Coach. They
all right. Jumbo wing, C-gap insert right up the middle.
Get in.
And
You're on
Mr.
the
Manna
two.
almost takes it in for 6.
First and goal.
He's
on
got
the
a first
2.
down
You don't need the box,
at
Coach.
the 2-yard line.
There you go.
7 minutes,
There you
41
go.
seconds remaining in the ball
First and
game.
goal
Clock
on the
is stopped
2.
while the chain crew just has to get this first down marker up on the 2-yard line. First and goal, Red Devils with the offensive line starting to dominate this ball game. And backs like Mr. Manna taking good advantage of it.
Look like 36.
I say that, and it's the first time they've been stopped at the line of scrimmage the entire second half, except for the time that they let Newberry play on the other side of the ball for a play. I should probably be a little nicer, but that was pretty blatant. Williston comes out in box. Gets a little extra beef behind, and that extra beef puts it in for 6.
What do you want?
Call us Arby's because we got the beef, baby. And the way this has been going, if I'm Williston, I'm going for 2 right here. But that's just me. Riverboat Ron and I would get along great. Okay. I think we're going to take a timeout, and we're going to get ready for our best 2-point conversion. The way the defense is playing for the second half, and the way our offense is punching it across. This is a big time
He made
play.
a miracle catch, Coach. That's why I didn't want to do that. Let's go, defense. And that was always bad. And I literally.
Ooh, big one. I don't even know what to say right now besides just line up in that jumbo set and run it straight down their throat. I mean, everybody knows what's coming. It's boxed. It's either side. And half the distance to the goal.
Side. Now stay.
They figured they got away with it once. They'd try it again. Box part 2, Electric Boogaloo. There's no, okay, offside again.
Wait, no.
They called
No, they called
offsides again.
offside. You can't decline it.
Another half the distance.
Go ahead, give to him. It's only a half a yard, man. You only half a yard. Just stick it in there.
This is our best Dickens, except instead of a tale of 2 cities, we got a tale of 2 halves. Let's put point 14 and 15 on the board right here. And Mr. Manna collects the high snap and says, give me 2.
He could only get the rest of the game, Coach. You know, he didn't stay. That one was, he had to jump.
1, 2.
Great drive.
Great drive for sure. And we collect the box snap. and punch it in.
Coach, with the Peter, you got it.
Dio's ready to kick it, put this game in the hands of our defense, try to ice it up.
None.
Kickoff is fielded short and brought out to about the 34-yard line, 1st and 10. What? Wow. I was about to get real mean if something happened there. It looked like they were about to mark it on like the 37. I'm going to say you got to run that back. But 6 minutes, 33 seconds remaining in the ball game. Williston up 15-14. And we have the water break. Each team is going into the end of the ball game with 2 timeouts. So let me get that adjusted. I still have it on the 3rd quarter, so let's mark it to the 4th. Just a little too caught up in everything else. All right. How do y'all think this game ends? I feel like even though we've lost the turnover battle, I feel like we're gonna put one on it right here. Red Devils have
Green.
cover 4 look on the defensive backs.
Tackle.
They get the screen. First contact in the backfield. He slips the tackle, gets out to the 40. 2nd down, 5. All right, 3-by-1 set. Receivers to the wide side of the field, which is also the near side of the field. Running back set to the near side. They usually like to run to the weak side off of this, which they do and bend it back. Pick up the 1st down and get out to midfield. Well, almost to midfield. They mark it at the 49. Quick snap on the run, and he pulls it. That's the first time we've seen him pull. Looked like that might have been a little bit of ad-lib because Moxley was ready to blow it up in the backfield, and all of a sudden it was pulled. They've shown us a speed option look, but they hadn't shown us read option.
He's coming. He's walking down there, Coach. Now he's with the coach on the sideline.
Oh.
He just went in the game. He just went in the game. God, we need to play here.
They love to run weak side whenever they've got the running back set to the same side as the 3-by-1. Oh. So, Red Devils stop it for a short gain, but
Holding
there
on
is
that.
a holding against the Newberry offense. 1st and 20 on deck. All right, we're back at the 49, except it's the Williston side of the 49. We had been on the Newberry side of the 49 earlier, so ball's probably going to come to over here to Ramey Webb, but I think they're going to try to throw it. That was a false start, not called. There's a hold on Ramey that wasn't called either. So 2 different penalties not called right there. The right guard had about a good half-second head start.
Gain of 8 for 2nd and 12.
So
Second.
after the 8-yard gain, 2nd and 12.
And then we keep having that soft edge in the bench. It's 8 yards. Yeah.
Pass play right here is picked.
He has it. You don't need to go there.
And that's Williston ball at the 15-yard line.
See first downs, man. See first downs.
Mr. Appling. I've known plenty of Applings to make big plays against the Newberry Panthers, and he just added to it. Way to go, young man. All right, 3 minutes, 13 seconds left in the ball game. This is the drive to ice it and leave Newberry with a win. Jazikoff walks it up under center. Jumbo set to the right. Handoff to the right. Big gain to the right. Gets out to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10, Williston.
They haven't even started winding the clock. They just wound it. They literally just wound it. Where is the clock?
All right. Clock is running. Under 3 minutes remaining in the ball game.
No, no down. No down. Get down. Get down.
And
get down.
Another 12-yard gainer. 1st and 10. Jumbo set right.
They haven't even wound it. They haven't even
to the
started
right.
it yet.
2 minutes, 31 seconds. Clock is stopped.
They just now wound it.
1st down. Chains are getting
We
placed.
we shouldn't snap till
now
2
minutes,
So
22 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Maybe
So
10.
142 seconds.
2 minutes. At 2 minutes after 6, and then we'll still have about 8 seconds left. I'll do that.
Jumbo left.
I will. I got you. I got you. Coach,
handoff to the left.
Okay.
We all know where it's coming. And they're just not able to stop it.
What? Oh.
And there's a late flag. It's in the area of
That's going to
holding,
be holding on.
which would be an interesting call to make at this point in time. 1 minute, 54 seconds. It stopped the clock off the 1st down carry. The way we're running the ball right now, though, 1st and 20 just means 2 plays, 1st down.
First foul.
Chop block. Personal foul, 15-yard variety. Okay.
They need to quit celebrating, coaches. We're over here. What? He's over there waving at his ground.
more than the 15 yards. It stopped the clock.
It should be 2nd and 20. They call it a 15-yarder.
Yeah.
They called a block below the waist.
And so Newberry, I believe, just took a timeout.
It's all right. You got first down.
All right, so it's first down. Newberry calls their second timeout. We might be able to get this one to the house without having to worry about anything else.
2.
All right, let's see here.
1.
Newberry has one timeout remaining.
He's outside. He's outside. Just run it down or the gun.
It's going to be real close. I mean, obviously, if we can
I got you, Coach. I
clinch
got
it
you.
for
I'm
another
watching
first
that.
down,
Ball.
this ball game's over. But some smart clock management right now will give us a win.
Yeah.
Well, backside penetration stops the ball.
They called
for a
their last
small
time out.
loss. It's going to be 2nd and 27. But Newberry is out of
second
timeouts.
Second down.
So Williston basically has close to 120 seconds in their pocket with 105 seconds on the clock.
Yeah,
But there's no play clock here at Newberry.
It's 40 seconds. Once they
to really help us out.
Well, right now there's nothing, Coach. Yeah, right. We're dead now. We're dead now. No, we can't. We can't now. First.
Like, I mean, it's Williston Newberry, so I wouldn't say this game's over right now. But it could be over. So, Williston should snap the ball for third down.
Wait, no. Not now. No, don't call timeout.
With about
snap
1
it
minute
with about
remaining.
5 seconds. 1:05.
It is 1 minute 20 seconds going right now.
These are a minute, 1:05.
Clock is running.
1:05 would be better. And it should be. What you might want to do on the
and Mr. Manna almost breaks it. But most importantly, he used a good bit of time. This ball should get snapped for 4th down with a few seconds remaining. We can't do the take a safety to win the game play. God, I want to see that happen so bad again. Like,
yeah, it'll be about 15. It'll be about 15
if we have a run around for 7 or 8 second play in our pocket, it'd be great. But I think what we're going to do is wind the clock down to about 10 seconds left, call one of our 2 remaining timeouts, and get ready to have the punt team come out here. And we're probably going to coffin corner kick it. Like,
beautiful.
Yeah, in fact,
Yeah, you got it. We got it.
All right.
No. Coach.
So we have run the clock down
a long
to
time.
8 seconds.
Yes. Punt.
And right now,
Punt.
We're getting ready to
Punt.
try to coffin corner it.
No, I think you should punt, Coach, because now you're giving them
And
ball.
hopefully we got some good stuff on the way.
I mean, we better run some
Oh.
clock.
Try to.
Yeah, call timeout. Thanks. We need to punt. We need to pass. Coach, if we execute a punt, they'll get the ball in their territory with one play. No, it's too long. Punt.
Timeout, Williston.
Punt. Thank God. Thank God. All we have to do is execute it. All we have to do is execute it. All we have to do is execute it. Right, yeah, that's right.
All right, everybody. Biggest punt of the season right here, folks.
We execute
8 seconds remaining. Good snap. Good catch. Clean kick. Kick it somewhere away from the returner. Burn some of that time. And false start on who?
False start on Red Devils had a back up 5 yards.
Well, so they accidentally ran the clock while that was happening. So they got the clock reset. Good snap. And the kick is actually perfect. And that's the ball game, folks. Danny just came up with the best crazy little punt you'll just about ever see. And Williston has put up 15 points in the second half to win the game 15-14 on the back of a great defensive performance in the second half. All right, everybody. I've seen a lot of Williston Newberry games. That was a great one. A lot of adjustments made at halftime and a fantastic coaching job by the staff. Great effort by the players. The line could take this team a long way. Newberry brought their A game and literally almost upset Williston there. But you got to give a lot of credit to those two guys right there, Coach Pruitt and Coach Carter. Carter had the offensive line humming. Coach Pruitt recognizing what was working and making some adjustments. The defensive adjustment to bring the fourth linebacker down to whatever side the trip or quad receivers were, and having them have a two-way read to be able to either crash down or head out to the flat for defending the screen game was a great adjustment. Great management of our possessions in the second half. And stepping up on defense. And I tell you, I think I called that one about the turnover where even though we lost the turnover battle, we managed to come up with the most important one right there at the end of the ball game. And right now I'm wearing red over here on the Newberry side of the stands where there are a lot of salty Panthers right now. But it's okay. I mean, I get it. It was a hard fought ball game. And Miss Jackie, stick around. It looks like the Williston band's going to get to perform after the game, so I'll stick around and make sure to give you a little overtime performance here with the band. I won't do it. I mean, I could never play any of these instruments. I have no idea how they do what they do so well. So, hats off to all of the musically inclined and talented. But Williston is 8-1 heading into the final game of the season, looking to cap off a 9-1 record to the playoffs, which hopefully this game will help improve the strength and rating of the Williston football team to get them in hopefully like the top 4 where we can avoid having to travel for as long as possible. I am not sure what just happened, but it fired up the football team. All right, a little bonus coverage. Williston band's getting to perform here, so I've got the battery on everything just in case I got to disconnect the power from the press box or anything. The feed is not frozen. We're just waiting on the band to get started here. The Newberry band is sticking around to watch their counterparts perform. I think they're waiting on the football team to move, unfortunately. And it looks like the team is picking up and heading down more towards the end zone here.
Let me plug me. It's okay. I got the battery on.